Hello, everyone. I'm Cheldin Barlatt Rumer, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. I have a wonderful guest for all of you. I'd love for her to introduce herself, her first and last name, and name of her business.
Hi, Sheldon. I'm Kristin Fairweather. I am a director, film director, and television director, and my company is Fairweather Pictures.
Oh, I miss you so much. I haven't seen you since our last trip to LA.
Oh,
That
it
was so
was
wonderful.
so lovely,
It
like
was
up in that high rise with the Hollywood Hills around us.
so gorgeous. You're spoiled though. Your view doesn't look too bad right now.
It's gonna be hot today, but it's pretty great right
Oh my gosh. Well, I love that. So I know you are East Coast gal,
now. Yep.
right? And then made your way out to LA, and now you're producing both film and television. Tell us a little bit more about your company. What types of projects do you work on?
So I'm a freelance director, producer, and screenwriter. So I partner with productions and production companies. And right now I'm in a program with Sony Studios called Sony Alpha Female. So I'm a creator in residence with them for 6 months. And I was just about to shoot a movie with them. And 5 days before we were about to shoot, quarantine hit, and so we are on a delay with the rest of humanity.
Right, exactly.
But that's been great. I'm a huge fan of Sony and this program that they created last year to support women in film and women for female photographers.
Oh, wow.
So there's 2 filmmakers this year, and we're the first filmmakers they're adding to the program, which has been really awesome.
How amazing is this? I know you also have a community of women within the industry that you lean on, that you chat with, that you network with, that you support each other. Talk to me about the importance of women in film and television and how you're involved in that.
Yeah, and I'm so glad you asked, because I also, as part of the Sony program, I have this great social media mentor, Renee Roaming, and we've been talking a lot about my kind of brand, for lack of like a word that feels like such a not personal term. Really, it means to me like, what do I want to bring out into the world as a filmmaker and a human being? And I want to tell stories that are inspiring and inclusive. And I also really want to be an outspoken advocate for women in film. It's been a part of my personal, professional life, and I'm trying to move that into my, daily professional existence. I have an amazing group of women. One of my best friends, Camille, that's a fellow director that you met, that you interviewed for your show. Yeah, she's amazing. That we met through Ryan Murphy's HALF program. And then I have women, another great friend, Morgan, who we have a writing group, and we support each other. So we just help each other out. We help each other. We actually do the work. A lot of us are not represented, which is a big issue with very talented women in the business. It's hard to get managers and agents. And so a lot of us help each other by getting each other general meetings. For example, I just directed a feature in the winter called Chasing the One. Stay tuned, it'll be coming out soon. And a friend of mine that had helped me go shadow her on a Disney show, I got her a general meeting with that production company. So we try to help each other out and keep, rising together in the industry. And that's a big, big part of my professional value system and kind of what I want to keep doing as I grow in the business.
Oh, I absolutely love this. I absolutely adore talking to you. Now, during this time, you mentioned that things are on a little bit of a pause. For those creators that are out there that are in this pause, in the beginning of this journey, I was like, it's happening to me. And it was like, no, Cheldin, it's happening to everyone. Take a breath. But what type of suggestions? I mean, there are some valleys as well as some hills in all of this.
Yeah.
What types of suggestions are you giving like-minded creatives during this time?
It's interesting. It's like, it was so, you very rarely go through an emotional experience with like everyone, globally, like the entire world being like, oh, we're not, the world isn't going to shut down. Oh, the entire world shut down. Oh my God, what is time and what is life? So I feel like everybody, especially creatives, we kept trying to be like, are we super productive? Should we be recording everything? Should we be writing 10 screenplays? Should we be writing an opus? Should we be filming everything with our phones. And I think I did a little bit of everything in the beginning.
Right.
And then the place I found was kind of giving myself some grace. I really like Glennon Doyle. She's a novelist
Yeah.
that I follow, and she's amazing. Her new book, Untamed, I think is really great.
Amazing.
And she put up a post that really spoke to me that said, you know, she had said she hasn't written a word in the quarantine. And she said, sometimes you have to pause because you're in the transition of becoming the next thing. And I love that. And I was like, that's so beautiful. And I just felt that deeply. I
Yeah.
was like, you know, artists are like deeply feeling, empathetic people.
Yeah.
And there's so much happening with, you know, racial injustice in our world and just like general kind of civic unrest that I think it's really important for us to be like taking our cameras into the streets and documenting what's happening. But I also think it's really important for creative people to be like resting and
Yes.
you know, just rebuilding and refueling, because it doesn't look like, you know, they've said production is going to start again in 2 weeks, but for smaller productions, I don't know how realistic that is. And I think we're all kind of waiting to see if there's going to be a second wave with COVID or not.
Yeah. Right. No, I understand that. I have a close friend, Nikita Thingpin, and she's just amazing. And she always says, you must give yourself permission to pause. And that to me has changed my life. And when things are that rat race, you know, I remember that and I carry that with me because she's just so amazing. And a lot of us were waiting for somebody to be like, you can sit down, you can be, you know, and then the universe just gave that to us. And so I think that's an interesting way to
rest.
Yeah.
It's odd. It's odd all of a sudden like, and it's interesting because I'm a freelancer. So I worked from home before. It's not like I couldn't like chill out in the middle of the day if I wanted to, but it's like now that I don't have, like I can't do anything else. It feels like, you know, it's really uncomfortable, but I think actually like sitting in uncomfortable feelings is good. Like I love that saying, the only way out is through. And I think like collectively, communally, like going through something right now, hopefully to get to the other side of like a more just world and just to be more slowly moving empathetic people. I mean, I think we're still up against like the reality of a capitalist society, but I feel like if you aren't doing soul searching right now, and if you haven't had any type of existential crisis since like March 15th, what's happening with you?
What's happening? Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You're hiding.
Right. You're absolutely hiding. You're absolutely, like, I have to tell you, she is one of my favorite people, and I guarantee she'll be one of yours as well. I want people to get in touch with you. I know we have a group of aspiring creatives out there that are always looking to be inspired, and you are one of the best of the best. And I would love for them to be connected with you. So if people want to follow you or learn more about what you've got going on, where would they find that information?
Fairweatherpictures.com is my website, and there's a form you can send me an email through that site. I'm also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And, you know, I try to post a lot about women in film. I post a lot about politics. And, you know, I try to post a lot about the different films I've worked on, and I'm always here to, you know, help reach a hand to pull somebody up that's coming up in the business behind me, because so many people have done that for me. So reach out. And thank you for what you're doing. You're always a bright light and bringing good. We used to laugh a lot at LaSalle and lacrosse.
I swear, a lot of laughing. And the laughter continues. Thank you so much for joining me, my gorgeous friend. Guys, I mean, my goal is to bring you joy and light all of the time. And I want to make sure that I connect you with amazing people. So from all of us here at This Is It TV, I'm Cheldin Barlatt Rumer, and we will see you soon. Take care.